Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is playing the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
Some solid defense from Harris. Curry from deep three-point land. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 6 points.
What can you say? If he starts hitting them from that range, there's nothing you can do.
Schroeder with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. McCollum, no good. In transition, here come the Nets. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Aminu. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
The thing about Whiteside, he has a quicker jump than you might expect.
On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Curry missing.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And that one's good by Porter.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
It's Curry with the drive. Not going to go that time.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Here we go, one-on-one.
Schroeder being disruptive on the defensive end, knocking the ball out and starting the fast break.
Curry from deep three-point land. And the Nets miss again. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business. And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by New Orleans.
It's McCollum on the wing. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. McCollum's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Pelicans. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
13 feet away. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Zeller. And Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Brooklyn. A 12-point game. Cephalosha misses.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And a deep three from Curry. The three-pointer, no good.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's Schroeder with the drive. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets trail by 16. Pass to Robertson. .32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They get it back. Nets passing it around. Cephalosha misses, and the dry spell continues. Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. No good on that one.
Over his first 3 seasons, Whiteside was no better than a 50% foul shooter. Much better technique from the line since then.
Here's Nwaba. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. 4-on-3 break. Here's McCollum. Buried from 15 feet out. McCollum's got 10.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand.
And so it's New Orleans taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Young outside. Lets it go. That shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better.
Nets trail by 21. Outside Curry. Inside. Young with the steal. Here's Temple. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Knocked loose. Outside Curry. Over Young. The shot by Curry, no good.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he dunks it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Both good from the line that time. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For New Orleans, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Down low. Back to Chandler. Rebounded by the Nets.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Tries again. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans dictating the flow. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the basket is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They double-team Curry. In the corner, Collins with it. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Curry leading the charge.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Yep, it counts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Steph Curry, Steve, the #1 selling jersey in the league for the last 3 consecutive seasons. For all the attention, he seems remarkably unaffected.
Just the way he was raised, a great family. His father, Dale, played in the NBA, but made the kids work for things they wanted. It's not an act with Steph. It's just who he is.
Pass to Reed. Outside Curry. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Man, they just keep coming at you. Can they sustain this level of energy for the rest of the night?
Well, as they fuel this lead, looks like the guys are feeding off the success. That keeps them going.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he's good on the second. And the Nets with possession here. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Young with the steal. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Reed. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line,
for New Orleans, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And a new group in for the Nets. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Stephen Curry.
There's 10 seconds left here in the second. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. New Orleans on top, delivering the blowout. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here's Brooklyn. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And good that time. Curry's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Nets. Schroeder, left side. Curry is inside. And that one, good. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is the thing with Steph. Doesn't just live at the three-point line.
Here's Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry with it. He's got 15. And for Dennis Schroeder, the German guard, his one major shortcoming, his shot.
Not a great shooter from deep, and it impacts the rest of his game. High usage player the last few years. Hard to see him continuing that role if he can't become more efficient from outside.
McCollum outside. Here's Whiteside. Buries it down low. Whiteside's got his third basket of the night right there.
I still feel he's just scratching the surface. The immense potential of Whiteside shining through.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Pass to Harris. Back to Curry. They double team Curry. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got 20 points.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Lopez. Curry trying to break free. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Hits it from 3-point range. McCollum's got 13 points.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Basket counts. That's now 22 points for Steph Curry.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
We know this about Steph Curry. He can hit it from anywhere, outside, inside, in between.
We know players love offensive play. We know fans love offensive play. But, Smitty, do you think we should care more as fans and players about what players do on the defensive end?
Well, I think so, Kevin. But I think it's the history of sports, and especially our game in basketball. Just the players that lead the league in scoring. They get all the credit and all the endorsements. Guys who play defense, we'll pick out 1 or 2, but we don't go overboard when we see guys that are defensively good. We don't talk enough about the defensive side and the impact these individuals have.
And fans appreciate good defense, don't they? Fans like good defense.
Yeah, they do, especially the fans that understand that you need defense to win championships.
Over in the corner, Portis. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Substitution for Nets. Tyler Zeller.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. And here's Schroeder. He's got 10. Pass to Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 13 points for Hassan Whiteside. Here's Curry. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Back to Portis. Inside. It's stolen by Aminu. Oh, Porter in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Offensive rebound, Nets. Here's Curry with the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half. Schroeder with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And stolen by Wiggins. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And so here is New Orleans. Pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
A scoring eruption for Mount Whiteside, pouring in points tonight.
3-pointer, Dellavedova. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. That one goes. Count it. And that's 17 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Collins. At the top of the key, Dellavedova. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Schroeder. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games. But I think overall, just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. Now Curry. Pass to Reed. Back to Curry. Shoots over Schroeder. And that one hits back iron.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Curry is inside. The shot misses.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there. Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Pass to Zeller. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Curry, good. Curry's got 29.
I would love to have that type of jump shot.
Now Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball, that'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
They double team Curry. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Schroeder outside. Oh, Whiteside in position. To the inside. At the elbow, Zeller. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Porter outside. That shot is off. And here's Brooklyn. Pass to Robertson. Back to Felton. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card if you ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd have you pile cards in front of me.
Not at all.
Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Pass to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
What a find by Steph. Coming off the pick and roll, he does a great job of staying under control.
To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the paint. Porter with a block. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Aminu.
Lopez can be such a thorn in your side with his defensive presence.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Curry with the steal. For the finish. And Wiggins throws it down.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
High post Lopez. Outside for Curry. .139 left in the fourth quarter. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Curry, good.
Steph, maybe the best shooter we've seen from beyond the arc. Pretty.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
And it's Whiteside off the drive. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Hassan Whiteside.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Here's Schroeder. Collins grabs the miss.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times, I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
They get it back. The kick out to Porter. Here's Whiteside. Goes back up. Zeller grabs the board.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
He's off on the first.
At the line.
No luck that time either. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Pull it. You two players.
That's a jump ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. Pass to Curry. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 39. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest will take care of itself.
It's stolen by Aminu. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.